Good midnight wanderers of the wicked, and welcome back to Papa Ginger's Midnight Circus, the travelling carnival that only appears where the fog is thick, and disappears before the police arrive. I'm your host, your lantern in the dark, your red-haired ringleader of rotten dreams, Papa Ginger. Tonight's episode comes crawling from the oldest corners of fear itself. Not movies, not monsters, not special effects, no. Tonight we talk about the stories whispered at sleepovers, the tales traded around campfires, the legends that survive because somewhere deep down we think they might be true. Why urban legends never die. Now, urban legends are fascinating little beasts. Nobody knows exactly where they begin. No one can prove them. Yet somehow everybody knows somebody who heard it from a friend of a distant cousin of mine. And that's how fear spreads best. Not through facts, through whispers. Take Bloody Mary. A mirror, candles, a name repeated 3 times. Simple ritual, simple fear. But every kid who's tried it knows the same thing. The hardest part isn't saying the name, it's staring into the darkness afterwards, waiting for something to step back. And then there's the hook man, the babysitter upstairs, the stranger hiding in the back seat. Those stories survive because they weaponize ordinary life. Your car, your home, your reflection. Urban legends tell us nowhere is truly safe, and honestly, that's deliciously terrifying. Now let me take you back. A cold night, cheap flashlights under your chin, the smell of smoke and wet leaves. Every generation has campfire stories, and somehow they always escalate from spooky to therapy worthy in under 10 minutes. One of the oldest is the Wendigo, a creature from Allegorian folklore, said to stalk frozen forests driven by endless hunger. He's tall, gaunt, almost human. Almost. The Wendigo terrifies us because it represents greed, consumption, becoming monstrous through depression and desperation. Then there's the Goat Man. He's half man, he's half beast, living beneath bridges or wandering lonely roads at night. You never see him clearly in the stories. The less detail we have, the more our imagination sharpens the claws. But the king of all modern urban legends? Slenderman. A faceless figure born on the internet that somehow became modern mythology. That should scare you. A monster created online became so powerful people treated it as real. Which means humanity no longer needs ancient folklore to create nightmares. Now we just manufacture them ourselves. Now, let's get to the reason why you really viewed in tonight. Here is tonight's cursed viewing recommendations. That's dedicated to folklore and urban legends. For lovers of atmospheric dread, The Blair Witch Project, Candyman, The Ring. For those that want campfire nightmare energy, scary stories to tell in the dark, The Ritual, The Empty Man. And if you want something deeply unsettling for your next sleepless night, Lake Mungo and Norio the Cursed. The last one feels less like a movie and more like remembering a nightmare you had as a child. Now remember, proceed carefully, carnival creatures, because these urban legends might not just be legends after all. You want to know the strange thing about urban legends? Sometimes they change after you hear them. You forget details. Your brain edits things. But every now and then, you remember something new that wasn't there before. When I was 12, an old carnival worker told me a story about a smiling man who appeared outside trailers at night. Always smiling, always waving, and if you waved back, he'd be standing closer the next time you looked. I laughed it off. Until 3 nights later, someone waved at me from beyond the trees behind the carnival lot. Oof. Too tall, too still, smiling. I never waved back, but sometimes, when I pass mirrors at night, I swear I see someone behind me raising a hand. The fire's burning low, my wicked wanderers, and the shadows beyond the tents are getting restless. Remember this: every town has a story people refuse to talk about, and every forest has a place locals avoid, and every legend starts with somebody insisting it really happened. So sleep lightly tonight, and if someone waves at you from the dark, keep walking. This has been Papa Ginger's Midnight Circus. I'm Papa Ginger, and I'll leave the lantern on for you.